Tonight's coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And Traquan Smith now in his 4th year from UCF, still expanding his repertoire and finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a 2nd award in week 2 of the season.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A first down throw for Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, no one in the NFL had more yards after the catch in 2020 than Alvin Kamara, and he delivers another big effort there.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up second down. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now it's Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That's complete to Troutman right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold down to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Touchdown! It's complete. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not. He wasted there. Second and 10. Now Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
So that'll back him up 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Throwing, Winston. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second down and 8. Now Winston. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, They look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
It got his man complete. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Justin Burris there to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to Kamara for another catch. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Coming left is Kamara. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. It's now 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
58's the mic. 58.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Ready? Mike 20. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Winston. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Kamara there with a 1st down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Winston now. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. On 3rd down, here's Kamara.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 44, Winston. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Terrace Marshall, a big rangy receiver and part of LSU's national championship team of 2019, makes a nice catch there for a first down. He was the first offensive player selected by Matt Rule, the head coach of the Panthers. Remember, they went all defense in 2020 and took J.C. Horn with their first-round pick this year.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. To throw, Winston. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And some room to work. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Bulldozes past him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 29 yards. And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Darnold. That caught by Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now it's Darnold. Eluding and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sam Darnold, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Jeremy Chin, the Panthers' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Well, the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Winston. And he's got Vanette. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.